Hello and welcome back to the Notary Coach audio blog. My name is Bill Soroka. You can learn all about me and my mission to help the top 1% most committed notaries in the country serve 1,000 more customers in their notary business at notarycoach.com. Today's topic on the blog is how to create a low-tech, no-pressure contact list for your notary business. How many people do you think you know? Back when I worked in the peripherals of the wedding industry, we estimated that the average wedding invited about 300 people, with 150 friends from each person getting married. But advances in social media have changed things a lot. By some estimates now, the average American knows about 600 people. As a small business owner, I bet your network is even bigger than that. In fact, we usually underestimate our network. Think of all the people that we meet: assigners, escrow officers, attorneys, medical staff. Maybe you have a day job. You have family and friends. You have hobbies and extracurricular activities, networking meetings, Zoom calls, and trainings that you attend. I bet you know a lot of people, probably way more than you realize. And this network of people around you is your most valuable business asset. Having clarity of who is actually in your network leads to reverence or deep respect for the powerful connections you already have. Do you want to get excited about your business again? Then create a no-pressure contact list. When you see how many people you actually have around you and it's all in one place, it can inspire hope and possibilities for your business. And it's a no pressure list because you don't have to do anything at all with it if you don't want to. And don't worry, I'm going to walk you all the way through this. I even created a little worksheet. If you're into that kind of stuff, you can go to notarycoach.com/blog. Look for this blog, and you can download the free workbook that I compiled right there. So how to create a no-pressure contact list. Now, before we get started, I'd like you to ballpark the number of people you think are in your personal and professional network. Write that number somewhere, either on the first page of the workbook or on your legal pad, your paper, wherever you're going to write this stuff down. And here's a few ground rules. These are things that I have found to help. And remember, it's your business. You get to make the rules. You don't have to listen to me, but I learned from experience. So I'm going to encourage you on a few things. First, whether you choose to use the workbook or not, consider handwriting this list. There's something powerful that happens through writing versus typing. What we're creating here is not a CRM or a database of any kind. This is purely an exercise. So trust me on it. When I first did these exercises, in nearly every business I was ever excited about, I used a legal pad. But any type of paper works. Grab a notebook, print out the workbook. Let's jump in and get started on this. But also, just a reminder, not even a reminder, just don't qualify anyone on your list yet. If you know them, they belong on the list. We don't have to determine right now if they need a notary, a fingerprint technician, an apostille agent, whatever services you offer. We don't have to make that determination right now. And whether they're 18 years old or 99 years old, put them on the list. If you know them, they belong on the list. You don't even have to add contact information for them. In fact, I recommend you don't add contact information. Adding all of that will just exhaust you, and it's going to really jam things up here. All we want to do as we create this contact list is add names and maybe where you think you could find their contact info later if you wanted to, like their Facebook Messenger, if they're in your phone, if they're in your address book on email or your Instagram DMs. If you know that stuff, you can put that on the list just to make it easier down the road. And finally, have some of those tools at the ready to help you identify your contacts. We can't remember everybody off the top of our heads. So tools that can help include your phone, computers with access to your email accounts, your social media accounts, your address books, those types of things. So, quick summary of those rules. Handwrite this list. Don't qualify people, add everyone you know, and don't include contact information. And then at the ready, have your phone, have a computer, have those tools ready to help you remember people. So the first exercise that we're going to do, we're going to start freestyle with a top of mind list. So all you have to do is add the first 20 names that you can think of. And we're going to do that before we get into prompts. So just free write a list of 20 people that you can think of just off the top of your head. In the workbook, there's literally a sheet that says top of mind list. And if you need more than one page, if you want to do more than 20, you're more than welcome to just print out another page. So pause this video right now and do that work. Just write down the first 20 people you can think of. All right. The next easy prompt for you is to add 20 recent contacts from your phone. So go through your phone's activity just over the last 30 days or so and see if you've had any recent contacts that you forgot in that free writing exercise we just did. You don't have to stress out about duplicates or anything like that. It's okay to have a few dupes. But let's see if you can get to 20 fresh contacts from your phone contacts. So here's what you want to check on your phone. Check your call history, your text messages, email inboxes, social DMs, and WhatsApp if you have it. Pause the video now and add 20 recent contacts from your phone. Now, your next prompt is to add 20 family members. Now, again, if you've already added family members to the other pages, you don't have to re-add them here or anything. It doesn't matter. That's not what we're here for. It's not about organizing. Just keep going with 20 family members that you haven't thought of yet. Feel free to use your phone contacts, your address books, social media, whatever, to identify your family members. We all need a little bit of a prompt every now and then. We can't remember everybody. So start with your immediate family and work out further and further. Think of aunts and uncles, great aunts and uncles, grandparents, kids, your kids' partners or spouses, cousins, second cousins, third cousins twice removed. You get the point. Pause the video and add 20 family members to your list. Your next prompt is to add 20 friends to your list. You can use any tool you want to find 20 friends and write them down. Think about your childhood friends, like who's your longest lasting friendship, and follow that lead. Who are your neighbors? Who do you play on sports teams, or who are you on hobby teams with? What kind of social groups are you in? What charity organizations are you a part of? And share that with. Who do you go to church with or celebrate spirituality with? Pause the video and add 20 friends to your list. Then your next prompt is to add 20 colleagues. Now, adding 20 colleagues to your list might be a challenge, especially if you're brand new to business, but that's okay. Do your best. Think about maybe some of your current notary colleagues, maybe former colleagues from a different job or multiple different jobs. Think of your mentors, bosses, owners. If you were in a supervisory or a management role, maybe some of your direct reports. How about networking groups you're a part of? All of these would qualify in the colleague group. So pause the video right now and write down 20 colleagues to your list. And your next prompt is to add 20 customers. So whether it was for this business, a previous business, an old job, see if you can come up with the names of 20 customers. Now, here's some ideas on tools you can use to find your customers. Maybe you have customer relationship management software, that's a CRM. Check there. How about going through some of your older emails or previous orders on platforms? And if you happen to be a thriving notary public and you've had some customers, you've in the palm of your hand, you have access to your last 20 customers. Think of your journal. Pause the video and add 20 customers to your contact list. Your next prompt is to add 20 people or businesses that you buy stuff or services from. Now, this is my favorite part. I'm equal parts loyal and lazy. I tend to stick with people, brands, businesses that I either love to support or I'm just too lazy to find something else. Either way, they go on the list. So where do you spend your money? How about hairdressers, barbers, spa services like nails, mani-pedis, lawn services, your attorney? How about your doctors, pet sitters and walkers, veterinarians, realtors, housekeeper, insurance agent, your favorite restaurant? How about your favorite bookstore? Or if you have a hobby, what store do you go to buy stuff for your hobby? Who do you support there? So pause the video right now and add 20 people or businesses that you love supporting by buying their services or their products. Now I'm going to give you a bonus prompt. If you were able to complete all these exercises I just went through with 20 people in each prompt, you now have a list of approximately 140 people. Now, most people, most notaries, especially brand new, they estimate that their networks are less than 100 people. Most people think they only know 30 to 60 people off the top of their head. But if you've done these exercises, you know already now you have 140. So you're already likely have listed more people than you realize you had. And what's bigger than that is that each of those 140 people each have their own network too. So for those contacts that you've listed where you have a deeper connection with them, use the bonus worksheet I included to think about their lives a little bit. Who do they know? Maybe your friend Becky has that other friend, Rachel, you think her name is, that always gets a little or always drinks a little too much at parties. Or your friend Brendan's dad who's just sold his mortgage company for enough money to buy a private jet. What was his name again? Your possibilities are infinite when you start merging these networks. Are your wheels turning? Keep going with it if you want. There's no reason to stop at 20. And every single person on that list, you can do this bonus exercise with. Who do they know? And then on top of that, commit to adding 3 to 5 people to your contact list every single day. I've seen statistics or reports that say that we have 16 new interactions every single day. And that's for people who are not in a relationship business like we are. If we're a hustling, bustling notary, we see people every day for new appointments. Add them to your list. And then, when you're ready for it, each person on your list is an opportunity to share your business, an opportunity to bring value. And there's nothing to be afraid of in sharing your notary business. That's one of the greatest gifts you have at your fingertips right now. As a notary public, you fill a critical and often required role in commerce and identity theft prevention. That's not something to keep hidden. That's something to be proud of. Sing it from the rooftops. Tell everyone you're a notary. Want some help with that? As part of my commitment to help you serve 1,000 more customers this year, I just released the Tom app by Notary Coach completely free in 2023. I preloaded it with a tell everyone pipeline packed full of resources that help you start a conversation with people in your network, share your business in a unique and powerful way, and then stay in touch with them for years if you want to. Download it right now at notarycoach.com. It's right on my homepage. Let me hear your comments down below. If you're on YouTube, post it in the comments below. If you're on my blog, there's a comment section below. I love to hear your perspective. Stay in touch.